Hi, hello, and welcome. I'm definitely not Vlad, and you're watching me pug my way to 3K rating on a Blood DK in Dragonflight Season 4. In today's episode, we're going to try and do another plus 12, I think. I say another, but this will be the first time we do a plus 12. I guess what I meant to say is another, new record key. Last time, in the last episode, it was 11 Halls of Infusion. Since then, I've actually managed to farm all the Worm Crest this character is ever going to need, and we also managed to take care of some Aspect Crest farming, and we did a 10 Algathar Academy, which I think we 2-starred, but let's go check. Yes, indeed, we did 2-star the Alcoholics Anonymous dungeon. I say that because I see AA, and every time I see it, that's what I think of. And we got to 521 item level thanks to the fact that we have now basically upgraded everything you could upgrade with Worm Crests. The only crests I need now are Aspect Crests. I do still need quite a few of them, but at this point, that's the only thing that can actually get me upgrades. I guess I should try and get some bullion, but I honestly don't even know what I would spend it on at this point. Maybe Cataclysmic Signet brand? I genuinely don't know. So I mentioned a plus 12 that we would be doing, and it's this Uldaman Legacy of Tyr plus 12, but before I do that, I need to check what the previous 4 dungeons we ran on the videos were. If one of them is Uldaman, I won't be doing it. I'll just try to join a 12 instead. And unfortunately, it looks like the 4th dungeon that we did in episode 12, this would be episode 16. So in episode 12, we did an Uldaman with an episode titled, I Just Keep Over Pulling. Sounds about right. So we're going to have to run something else. All right, since we did the Algathar Academy plus 10 in the stream, I figure I would run the 3 other dungeons that we haven't done in the last 4 videos, which is Ruby Life Pools, Azure Vault, and Brackenhide Hollow. Ideally, it wouldn't be Azure Vault because I'm kind of getting sick of Azure Vault. I've run so many Azure Vaults lately. So let's see what it is. I'm kind of hoping for Brackenhide because I've had a long day and I kind of don't want to, hey, okay, well, Ruby Life Pools it is. Okay. I'm a little bit scared of the first boss because the first boss is super duper scary for Blood DKs. The tank busters from the Frigid Blast or whatever the hell, the cast thing that it does, are actually pretty rough. So we'll see how that goes. But for the rest of the dungeon, I feel pretty confident. We're going to try to do an 11 or 12. Let's just see if we get invited. Alrighty, here we go with the plus 11 Ruby Life Pools, I think this was. Let's see if the listing was correct. I don't even know if I can trust them anymore. Let's summon Danny here at the start. Get some little extra movement speed. Very nice. From the Shaman's Totem. It does seem to be an 11. We're going to use Grippy Hands yet again. And we're going to try and make sure that we survive this by spamming the shit out of Death Strike. There we go. We've now used just about everything for this first pull. CC is coming in from the group. We're going to focus our attacks on the big boy here. Trying to move all these mobs over so that people can DPS from this side. It's a bit of an awkward angle, but it's kind of working out. We're going to grip this over to make sure that it's all stacked up. I forgot about Sanguini. I am also just about falling down from these mobs beating the crap out of me. I have to move over to the other side. Really need that Death Strike to come through. Big guy is seemingly unaffected by Sanguini for the moment, so that's kind of good. He is standing in it now, which is unfortunate. We're going to have to move him over in this direction. There we go. That kind of worked out. I can't be expected to remember that Sanguini is a thing. I don't know. I'm just that dumb. Alright, we're going to pull this Chill Weaver. I'm going to try and avoid pulling the other big guy, but we'll see how that goes. Anti-Magic Shell, Tombstone. Try and get ourselves some more stacks of this thing. Really don't want to pull the big guy over there. If I can at all avoid it, I will try to do so. Scream coming through to interrupt some of the ice shields. We do need to bring up our number of stacks of anything. We're going to grip this Earth Shaper. And start moving slowly but surely. We'll slow this guy down so he doesn't reach the Terra Sentry. Trying to at least do that. There we go. Very good. Oh, there's a little whelp. We're going to hit it. Hopefully the little whelps don't actually give... whatchamacallit. Okay, I'm really struggling here with the camera angle. There we go. Okay, I got really quiet because I couldn't tell what the heck was going on. But we are now line of sighting the caster, so I'm hoping that everything goes well now. We do have a grip available. There we go. They're all now stacked up. That should be good. They're also kind of far apart from each other, which is perfect. I prefer that. because that means that when this thing dies, this guy should not be standing in Sanguini. He's also going to Blazing Rush now, which gives me a chance to reposition him. Okay, I had to reposition him because after the Blazing Rush, he stepped right on top of where the Sanguine Pool was. So, yeah. But, again, it all worked out in the end. Luckily, it is Tyrannical week, so I'm not too scared of the Draghar guy. We just want to finish him off. 10% left, we're going to blast him, and then after that, we are all good to go for the boss. Okay, we can do this with a Bloodlust. I'm hoping that we do. Okay, I got aggro ripped off of me, not a great look. Going to move the boss after the hail bombs, but try to remain inside of my D&D. I don't want to waste any time on my D&D. Chillstorm coming through. I'm going to go ahead and just use anti-magic shell here because the frigid shards are going to land. There, you see how much damage that frigid shard just did to me? That's horrifying. There's new hail bombs coming down. We're going to have to move right about over here. We're awakening whelplings. I don't have a D&D, but what I do have is Tombstone. So we're going to step over here in Tombstone just for aggro right off the bat. Okay, and there we go to Blood Bow for this. We got instant interrupt on the thingy thing. I Spawn Fortitude is going to get used now because I expect after these hail bombs to get hit by the tank buster. There's the frigid shard. Yes, we're also going to use what's this thing called? Vampiric Blood. So far so good. I'm managing to survive. Frigid shards are coming through. I'm going to start using anti-magic shell to hopefully survive this along with the explosion. You can see those frigid shards are super, super scary. Hail bombs are dropping down. People aren't so far ahead of me that I have to avoid them or run through them for quite a bit, which is super scary. Okay. We have a D&D available shortly. We're going to drop it and Blood Boil to get aggro, trying to focus the boss with some DPS to be able to interrupt it. Somebody instantly interrupted it. Whoever that is that's instantly interrupting it, I like you. I like you a lot. Okay, we do have our Purgatory available if push comes to pull. This is very intense and I'm kind of just... Oh, I'm going to use my movement speed ability. Frigid shards are coming through, so I'm going to just start using my anti-magic shell. It kind of works out quite well here. Hail bombs are coming down. I can move over here, and that should be a good spot. We're going to use Grippy Hands to finish the boss off, as well as this. IO error has to go over there. I don't really have a good place to go with this. Frigid shards are coming through. I have to Death Strike after each of them. I'm going to hold my Death Strike for after it so I can maximize on the recent damage bonus that you get to the healing of your Death Strike. And that's the boss dead. Okay, we did it. This is the boss that I was most worried about dying to. It looks like the gear upgrades have been coming in handy, honestly. I was pretty scared that I wasn't going to be able to survive that. Let's see how much healing they had to put on me. They healed themselves most. I think that's just sort of to be expected with Chain Heal, how they heal. I was up next, but I think that's from the healing increases. It's not that much more than, for instance, the Warlock or the others. So I have a feeling I did okay on that boss. We're going to go left. I'm not going to pull more than Thunderhead. It is surprisingly scary to pull Thunderhead. So I'm just going to keep it safe here. I feel like the DPS of the group is more than enough. Oh, that's max really scary. Holy crap. Okay. It hit me and I almost fell over. I almost got one-tapped by a tyrannical Thunderhead, so I'm glad I'm not pulling more than Thunderhead here. Failed to use Tombstone inside of the D&D, so it wasn't as efficient as I would hope it to be, but I got my cooldown reduction on Dancing Rune Weapon from it, which is really what I was hoping for, as well as the Runic Power. Just going to use Thunderhead on me here in a second. Thunderjaw, there it is. And we managed to time the Death Strike right after it. I was holding my Runic Power as I wasn't really under much threat otherwise. I'm going to put this on focus. I failed to interrupt it, it would seem. I'm going to try and grip this. Grip this. Blood Boil, Grippy Hands. This might be a little bit disastrous because of the number of casters. on Sanguini, but we're gonna try and make it work. AOECC coming out. The knock-up is coming through as well from this person stepping forward. I like to see that. One person is about to die. Inferno going off in the Sanguini. Not a huge fan of that, but we managed to get it out as quickly as possible. And kick this, keep things moving. Living Bomb being cast again inside of Sanguini, but I don't mind too much. We're going to grip this. I don't have CC for this one. The grip is on cooldown. Okay, Blazes of Glory going out. Would be nice if we purged those or dispelled them. Lots of swirlies. If you can dispel those, they just die instantly because it's just a shield that they get at the end. We're just going to keep going considering the fact that we only lost a DPS. And they'll be back at some point. We're going to put focus on that Cinder Reaver so that we can interrupt it when need be. Probably shouldn't have interrupted it while it was just targeting me. I don't mind so much it targeting me. What I don't want it to do is target other people. See, again, it's targeting me. So I don't mind. Again, it's targeting me. So I don't mind. I don't want to interrupt it when it's targeting me. I can take that damage. Other people I want to interrupt it on. See, right now it was... Oh, I just wasted the interrupt because it wasn't paying attention to the knock-up. Oh, it wasn't the knock-up. It was the... I'm going to grip this at least. The Flame Dancer. It's going to start spinning with Blaze of Glory. I'm really hoping that somebody purges it. It looked like somebody purged it, which is very good. Because again, that is a very easy way to take care of those guys and not have those two spinnies going off at the same time. Try to avoid pulling these, but apparently I'm in combat. May as well pull all of these, kill them, and mount up. It's tyrannical, so these guys die very, very quickly. There we go. Ideally, the dragon would be flying over to us right now, because it's safer to pull it here than it is to try to pull that group without pulling this. I don't know if we have the percent to skip the dragon. Alright, well, I need everyone to group up over here so we don't accidentally pull the dragon. I'm going to use all of my cooldowns here. I'm going to anti-magic shell so I don't get knocked up here. It looked like I might. I'm going to put the Cinder Weaver on focus, and I will interrupt it now as it was targeting someone other than yours truly, which we do not want. On the Paladin, I don't want to bother interrupting it there. We're going to move just a little bit. Flame Dancer is about to start going down with the Blaze of Glory, which means we have the Destroyer. Dragon's going to land behind us. I don't want any oopsies here, so I'm going to go ahead and pull the dragon. The heck? Am I crazy? The dragon... Oh, that was the wrong dragon. Oh boy, the group's over there fighting. I'm going to taunt it. I was a little confused. I went backwards to try and take care of the dragon, but the dragon was ahead of me. Here's the breath. I can stand in my D&D. D&D just went away. That's why I'm positioning so awkwardly and close to the breath, is because of the D&D. Okay, Scorchlings don't drop Sanguine, so I'm not too worried about this. Firemaw coming in 10 seconds. We're going to try and use anti-magic shell to prevent it from being... to prevent the dot from being applied to us. Coming up in a few seconds here, we're going to use it. Molten Blood at 50%. And the Firemaw. Anti-magic shell absorbed it. Very good. That Firemaw is super scary. So I'm glad that I managed to avoid the dot from it by using anti-magic shell. Okay. That was much cleaner than I expected it to be, after having failed to do what I wanted to do. We have two Cinder Reavers here. We're going to grip those, and we're going to interrupt this one, and I'm going to use some defensive cooldowns here. Try and regain some stacks, drop a new D&D, and now I have to look for an AOECC right about now. Oh, the healer, or sorry, the priest also feared at the same time. We're going to try and kick whenever it's casting at someone who isn't me. We're going to grip that one to prevent a cast that wasn't on me. Grippy hands here because this pull is pretty torturous. We're going to keep moving little bit by little bit. Drop a D&D behind us so we can move through it slowly, bit by bit. Okay. We're just going to keep moving. Keep these Flame Dancers. Well, we need a purge on them. There we go. That worked out. These Scorchlings I really don't give a shit about, so I'm just going to go into the boss with them. I would prefer it if I could do that, but people are kind of hitting them a lot. Our paladin either has fortified talents or he's just dropped cooldowns on that little mob. Bloodlust here. Plus, I may as well bloodlust this. Yeah, why not? There's the ritual of blaze binding. I won't move the boss immediately as I'm still trying to bait that the boulder. Yes, we managed to bait the boulder. People are positioning on the other side of it as well. I'm not going to interrupt the first one. People are always very eager to interrupt the first one. I'm going to interrupt this one. There we go. I am getting my face smushed by this boss. No interrupts available. That AoE is going to go through. Looks like we did manage to get it to go through. Or to get the interrupt done. We have someone dead. We're going to CR here as I don't really need the thing. Ritual of Blaze Binding going off right on top of us. Kind of scary. Trying to position in such a way that we can get the Molten Boulder to go where we want it to go. I'm going to interrupt here. Anti-Magic Shell for the Searing Blows. Pretty rough. Here's the Roaring Blaze. We managed to take care of it. Big explosion, Molten Boulder going off here. I'm going to... I waited for it because I wasn't sure if it was going to hit the wall or not. I just let my Bone Shield charges fall off. That's okay, I guess. Trying to stay close to this douche. There's the Molten Boulder. We managed to bait it into the direction that we like. Lots of damage coming through. I'm kind of scared. We're going to interrupt that. Again, reposition for Molten Boulder that's coming up here in a second, it would seem. There's the Molten Boulder. We have to run in this direction. Okay. 2 people down from the Molten Boulder hitting the wall. We do have a CR available. Priest was doing more DPS, so we're going to go ahead and rest the Priest. There's the Boulder. I put focus on this. Kind of rough. I guess we're not bloodlusting because people have died. I interrupted that. We have still the Shaman interrupt available. Should be focusing on hitting this boss. Molten Boulder going in the worst possible direction, right there where we want to go. This thing is dead though, so that's at least something that we can work with. Ritual of Blaze Binding about to go down. I'm having a rough time here finding a spot of the ground where we don't have... Ooh, healer just went down. We do have Reincarnation. I don't know if this is a reset. This looks like a reset. Just reset. Yep, that's rough. A lot of people died in this poll. Well, everyone and then 2 other people because we used 2 CRs. I'm trying to find another Drake other than this one because I thought it was the middle one that you can't ride. Anyway, I don't know. I ran a circle around it. Should have just clicked it. All right, respawn in 15 seconds. So not a huge deal. We have some time to repair and we can start again. We have Bloodlust available this time. Hopefully it wasn't my positioning that made people struggle through this boss because it looked like we were really, really struggling. Okay. We're going to try and... The Ritual of Blaze Bonding is probably going to go there or here. It went here. Okay. Bloodlust. We should be able to Bloodlust here. Cooldown. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and use drums here. Because I would like to get that benefit. I kicked the Firestorm. Searing Blows going down. I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to go in this direction. I should have probably pre-positioned a little bit. Oh my god, I died to the Searing Blows while running like an idiot. Cool. Let's just wait for the reset again. That is completely my bad. Blaze... Maybe. I'm just going to say that. Oh, the Paladin who was hosting the group left. Oh well. Whatever. Not really sure why. Like, we were still able to time that key pretty easily, in my opinion. So I'm not sure why... my guy just up and left. That is, well, at least it's not my key. Unfortunately, with that dungeon run failing, I am unable to complete this video properly by having a timed dungeon in the video. So I guess the video is going to be about me failing to do a run. I've been having a really hard time today. I actually took like a 3-hour nap in the middle of the day. I'm just having a really rough mental health day. I think it's related to the antidepressants I started taking recently. One of the side effects is, ironically, that in the first week of treatment, your symptoms might get worse. So I'm just struggling my way through doing stuff today. It also doesn't help that Danny today actually left back to go to Finland for a week and a half. So I don't have her here to kind of cheer me through this and keep me going. So yeah, I'm having a rough time, and I'm also running out of time to actually complete the video today because it's 9:30 p.m. It took me forever to get started with recording, and then I had this failed run. So unfortunately, today it's going to be a shorter video with a failed run, but I feel like that's kind of part of the journey, is that you won't always be successful in a day when you're trying to push some rating. So yeah, I think I'm going to end it here. That's pretty much the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, drop a like. Let me know what you liked about it in a comment down below. If you had fun, make sure you subscribe because there's more episodes coming. And if you're feeling particularly generous, you can become a channel member. Channel members have guaranteed replies to their comments, and they get nice little shoutouts at the beginning of episodes. If you need more D&V content, you can always check out the stream. If you can't make it to the stream, you can always check out the Definitely Not VODs channel for the VODs from the streams. But as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. And here's the awkward outro thing again, because I still haven't made the scene transition. At this point, I don't think I even will, because it's like this little outro thing's kind of growing on me. Yeah. Right. Just hit the stop record button, lad. Just hit the stop record.